All right, y'all. I'm chicken. It's cold outside. It's 48 degrees outside. So my daughter and I took coverage in my truck. The walk starts in about 20 minutes. So it's cold. Chill. We are right on the lake in Rochester, New York.
Got the rest.
Yeah, she's eating. Poor baby. I told her to eat before she left the house. She didn't want to eat.
I wasn't hungry then.
Anyway, I don't have anybody on right now. Y'all try to catch me during the first one. I'm sorry. It was cold. I'm gonna do another video because my phone acts up and overheats when I do periscopes. Maybe I'm just giving that much knowledge that it just can't handle it. I need a phone that handles my knowledge. So we are again at the Domestic Violence Awareness Walk a Mile that is put on by Willow Center. It is formerly known as the Alternative for Battered Women Shelter here in Rochester, New York. We are at Charlotte, what they call it, Ontario Beach Park. But for Rochesterians, we know it as Charlotte Beach. We are right on the water, so it's super cold. Okay, so anyway, I got a jokester over here as her assistant. I had my shirt on. I had it made. Author Miss Carter. Hey. So we got shirts from this child of mine. What? We got shirts from the event for donating, but I am wearing my own purple shirt that I had made to advertise the book that my co-author Val Tisdale and I have coming out. She's not here today because she had to be with her husband for his event, but she is with me in spirit because she sent me pictures of herself in her t-shirt today before she went with her husband. So this is my first event here, and I absolutely love it. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. I'm sorry I didn't hesitate on that, but I was just trying to find my words because I had my daughter with me, and it's not something that I honestly have to say, it's not something that I've totally talked to her about, because my abuser was her father. But what I try to tell my daughter is it's not so much that I'm playing victim anymore, and that, you know, I'm looking for sympathy or anything like that. We're past that. So the point we're at now is educating other women who are in those situations, or maybe just out, because even if they have already left, they could possibly still be in danger depending on the type of abuser they have. I read a statistic where it said over 70% of the women who leave their abusers, over 70%, let me say it right, over 70% of the women who are killed, I'm trying to think of my words, I'm sorry, y'all. So over 70% of the women who are killed due to domestic violence are the ones that have already left. So they left their abuser, and so not saying that they all die, but the ones that pass away are ones that are already have left, have chosen the steps to leave the situation. So even though you have your survivors who have left their relationships and have moved on, like myself, and then you have some that are freshly out and they're still not out of the red. they still need support, they still need guidance, they still need help, because there's some really bad abusers out there, some really, 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 who would actually take a life because of their controlling ways. And so those women still need help. So, I've had my situation, and I will talk about it in greater depth in my book, Silent Cries, with my co-author, Val Tisdale. She talks about hers as well. But we just need to educate. We need to help. And domestic violence also doesn't really get as much media as like our partner for the month, which is breast cancer. Everybody knows pink for breast cancer. They're sporting the ribbons, they're sporting, but you don't really see a whole lot of purple. Where's my thing? Purple ribbons. Come on, y'all. So it's all about education and help and support. So you can still support Willow Center or any organization. Google's domestic violence in your area, and I'm sure you have an organization that will gladly accept donations, because what they use with those donations is they help victims and their children. Their children are involved too. They've helped victims and their children seek, get housing, personal needs, deodorant, clothes, food. They need any resources for counseling, resources for legal help, because some people, I've had to do it, some people need to get what's it called? What? I've been having brain farts all day. Order of protections. Some people need that, and you need legal assistance sometimes. So all the funds that we contribute to these organizations help with all of that. So Google domestic violence, in your with your city and state, and see what organizations you have. So far I found 3 in my area, but I'm sure there's more, and I will also be listing those resources in my book, along with so locally and nationwide, because not only should I be telling and sharing my story and helping these women get out of their situation, but I should be giving them the resources. What good is it for me to tell my story if I don't tell you how to get help? So that's that. We're going to be walking in a few minutes, and so I will show you the beautiful scenery. The waves are crashing. I can see the water from where I'm sitting in my warm car. The waves are crashing, but the scene is beautiful, and we'll be walking in a little bit, so I will be back on. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.